Hi guys. Here we go. I was wondering if that was going to pop up. So go ahead and grab your Dear Mr. Henshaw book. We're going to read a little bit. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I like the webcam. Do you guys like the webcam? So grab your book. We left off on page 20. So if you have to grab it, you can pause me. Come back. Let me hide this real quick. There. I'm up in my room again. We got to go outside today. It was so nice. We went for walks. We went down to the creek. It was so nice to get out. So hopefully you got out before the rain hit tonight. Okay, so page 20. Remember, he was answering a lot of questions that Mr. Henshaw had sent him, and we're finding out more and more about Lee. I was very impressed with your answers and how you wrote in complete sentences on that last assignment. We are not going to have an assignment with us today. So we're just going to read. Okay, page 20. November 24th. Mr. Henshaw, here we go again. Number 4. Where do you live? After the divorce, Mom and I moved from Bakersfield to Pacific Grove, which is on California's central coast, about 20 miles from the sugar refinery at Spreckles, where Dad used to haul sugar beets before he went cross country. Remember, he was a truck driver. Mom said all the time she was growing up in California's great Central Valley, she longed for a few ocean breezes. And now we've got them. We've got a lot of fog, especially in the morning. There aren't any crops around here, just golf courses for rich people. We live in a little house, a really little house, that used to be somebody's summer cottage a long time ago before somebody built a 2-story duplex in front of it. Now it is what they call a garden cottage. It is sort of falling apart, but it is all we can afford. Mom says at least it keeps the rain off, and it can't be hauled away on a flatbed truck. I have a room of my own, but Mom sleeps on the couch in the living room. She fixed the place up real nice with things from the thrift shop down the street. Next door is a gas station that goes ping, 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 ping every time a car drives in. They turn off the pinger at 10 p.m., but most of the time I am asleep by then. Mom doesn't want me to hang around the gas station. On our street, besides the thrift shop, there is a pet shop, a sewing machine shop, an electric shop, and a couple of junk stores they call antique shops, plus a Taco King and a Softy Freeze. I am not supposed to hang out at those places either. Mom is against hanging around any place. Sometimes when the gas station isn't pinging, I can hear the ocean and the sea lions barking. They sound like dogs, and I think of Bandit. To be continued unless we get the TV fixed. Still disgusted, Lee Bots. So the reason why he hears the ping ping at the gas station, um, well, not this was written. What year was this written? This was written in 1983. I was 7. Okay, so back then, some gas stations, they would have these every time someone would drive into the pumps at the gas station, they would go ping, ping. It would let the clerks know that worked in the gas station that there was someone there because they used to pump the gas for you back in those days. That was an option. It was called full service. Okay, November 26th. Mr. Henshaw, if our TV was fixed, I would be looking at Highway Patrol. But it isn't, so here are some more answers from my rotten brain. Ha ha. Number 5. Do you have any pets? I do not have any pets. My teacher says always answer questions in complete sentences. Ha. Remind you of someone? When Mom and Dad got divorced and Mom got me, Dad took Bandit because Mom said she couldn't work and look after a dog. And Dad said he likes to take Bandit in his truck because it's easier to stay awake on long hauls if he has him to talk to. I really miss Bandit, but I guess he's happier riding around with Dad. Like the father said in Ways to Amuse a Dog, dogs get pretty bored just lying around the house all day. That is what Bandit would have to do with Mom and me gone so much. Bandit likes to ride. That's how we got him. He just jumped into Dad's cab at the truck stop in Nevada and sat there. He had a red bandana around his neck instead of a collar, so we called him Bandit. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening to the gas station pinging and thinking about Dad and Bandit hauling tomatoes or cotton bales on Interstate 5, and I'm glad Bandit is there to keep Dad awake. Have you ever seen Interstate 5? It is straight and boring with nothing much but cotton fields and a big feedlot that you can smell a long way before you come to it. It is so boring that the cattle on the feedlot don't even bother to moo. They just stand there. They don't tell you that part in school when they talk about California's Great Central Valley. I'm getting writer's cramp from all this writing. I'll get to number 6 next time. Mom says not to worry about the postage, so I can't use that as an excuse for not answering. Pooped writer Lee Botts. November 27th. So it seems like he's writing every day. Almost. Here we go again. I'll never write another list of questions for an author to answer, no matter what the teacher says. Number 6. Do you like school? School is okay, I guess. That's where the kids are. The best thing about 6th grade in my new school is that if I hang in, I'll get out. Number 7. Who are your friends? I don't have a whole lot of friends in my new school. Mom says maybe I'm a loner, but I don't know. A new boy in school has to be pretty cautious until he gets to know who's who. Maybe I'm just a boy nobody pays much attention to. The only time anybody paid much attention to me was in my last school when I gave the book report on Ways to Amuse a Dog. After my report, some people went to the library to get the book. The kids here pay more attention to my lunch than they do me. They really watch to see what I have in my lunch because Katie gives me good things. I wish somebody would ask me over sometime. After school, I stay around kicking a soccer ball with some of the other kids so they won't think I'm stuck up or anything, but no one ever asks me over. Number 8. Who's your favorite teacher? I don't have a favorite teacher, but I really like Mr. Fridley. He's the custodian. He's always fair about who gets to pass out milk at lunchtime. And once he had to clean up after someone who threw up in the hall. He didn't even look cross. That's another word for being mad. He just said, "Looks like somebody's been whooping it up," and started sprinkling sawdust all around. Ma used to get mad at Dad for whooping it up, but he didn't mean throwing up. She meant he stayed too long at that truck stop outside of town. 2 more questions to go. Maybe I won't answer them, so there, ha ha. Lee Botts. Okay, I'm going to read this next one. It's kind of long, and then we'll be done. December 1st. Mr. Henshaw. Okay, you win, because Mom is still nagging me, and I don't have anything else to do. I'll answer your last 2 questions if it takes all night. Number 9. What bothers you? What bothers me about what? I don't know what you mean. I guess I'm bothered by a lot of things. I'm bothered when someone steals something out of my lunch bag. I don't know enough about the people in school to know who to suspect. I am bothered about little kids with runny noses. I don't mean I'm fussy or anything like that. I don't know why. I'm just bothered. I am bothered about walking to school slow. The rule is nobody is supposed to be on the school grounds until 10 minutes before the first bell rings. Mom has an early class. The house is lonely in the morning when she is gone, but I can't stand it and leave when she does. I don't mind being alone after school, but I do in the morning before the fog lifts and our cottage seems dark and damp. Mom tells me to go to school, but to walk slow, which is hard work. Once I tried walking around every square in the sidewalk, but that got boring. So did walking heel toe, heel toe. Sometimes I walk backwards, except when I cross the street, but I still get there so early. I have to sort of hide behind the shrubbery so Mr. Fridley won't see me. I am bothered when my dad telephones and finishes by saying, "Well, keep your nose clean, kid." Why can't he just say he misses me? And why can't he call me Lee? I am bothered when he doesn't phone at all, which is most of the time. I have a book of road maps and try to follow his trips when I hear from him. When the TV worked, I watched the weather on the news, so I would know if he was driving through blizzards, tornadoes, hail like golf balls, or any of that fancy weather they have other places in the US. Number 10. What do you wish? I wish somebody would stop stealing the good stuff out of my lunch bag. I guess I wish a lot of other things too. I wish someday Dad and Bandit would pull up in front in the rig. Maybe Dad would be hauling a 40-foot reefer, that means refrigerator trailer, which would make his outfit add up to 18 wheels altogether. Dad would yell out of the cab, "Come on, Lee, hop in and I'll give you a lift to school." And then I'd climb in and Bandit would wag his tail and lick my face. And we'd take off with all the men in the gas station staring after us. Instead of going straight to school, we'd go barreling along the freeway looking down on the top of ordinary cars and then down the off ramp and back to school just before the bell rang. I guess I wouldn't seem so medium then, sitting up there in the cab in front of the 40-foot reefer. I'd jump out and Dad would say, "So long, Lee. Be seeing you." And Bandit would give a little bark like goodbye. I'd say, "Drive carefully, Dad," like I always do. Dad would take a minute to write in the truck's logbook, "Drove my son to school." And then the truck would pull away from the curb with all the kids staring and wishing their dads drove big trucks too. There, Mr. Crenshaw, that's the end of your crummy questions. I hope you're satisfied for making me do all this extra work. Phooey on you, Lee Botts. Okay, I'm going to stop there today. So we get to learn a lot more about Lee. He obviously misses his dad a lot, and he doesn't have that many friends. He wants friends, um, and I think he's just lonely. So we'll pick up with Dear Mr. Henshaw next week, and that's it. I miss you guys so much. I guess I have to go put Jack to bed now. So you'll see me on Zoom if you're reading this before Zoom. Bye. Uh-oh, not what I want. See, I hid that thing and now I can't get off.